Hello, one and all. My name is Ryan Bruce. My friends call me Fluff, and I thought today we would talk about a recent interview with Def Leppard guitarist Phil Collen and if social media has affected the way bands put music out. Hello, everybody. I come to you from the great state of Illinois. I am in a hotel on tour, and I was sipping my morning coffee here, and I came across an article from about Phil Collen, a Def Leppard guitarist, a legend in his own right. He was recently interviewed, and he was basically asked if there was any newer bands or artists that he was into. And basically what he said was, I'm still waiting. You hear a lot of stuff out there, but it's few and far between. There's a problem, I think it's the TikTok and YouTube crowd. When bands or artists would write before, it would be because they wanted to be an artist and wanted to express themselves and write songs and share them and go, wow, check this out. This is cool. Now it's look at me, please love me. And he basically goes on to say he doesn't want to sound like the old guy in the room, but he thinks social media has had a huge effect on the genuine nature of bands putting music out, and that he is still waiting for someone equivalent to Prince or Led Zeppelin to come along and put something out. What do we think about that? And I think I am in a unique position to kind of comment on this, since I am literally out here on tour. My band just put out a record, and I make my living on social media. So let's talk about this a little bit. So to give you some context, let's travel back in time to any time before the 2000s, really. In Phil's day, and basically in all recorded music up until social media was invented, you would get together with your friends, you would make some music, and then you would get a record deal, and then it would be put out for people to discover. And your motives behind doing this were for artistic value, hopefully. Chicks, money, fame, and fortune. I think those were always the common denominators, kind of, with a lot of artists. Whether it be rock, rap, country, pop, whatever. I mean, no one goes into making music on a really high level going, I am only doing this for me, unless you're like Radiohead or Pearl Jam. There are artists that do that, but they're not going to refuse a paycheck or something like that. However, with the advent of social media, I think that it has watered down the artistic nature of a lot of musical works that are happening. And he does have a point. I mean, there is definitely a right now mentality with music. In general, the labels, the social media, they want a single now. They want a song, they want music now. For example, my band Dragged Under put out a full-length album about a month and a half ago. And we're already being asked, when's a new record going to come out? Like, we're asked that nightly, on a nightly basis. When we meet fans and other bands, they ask, man, the new record's awesome. When's the next one? Like, we spent a year writing and recording the one we just put out. We're not even trying to think about that for another 2 years, right? Has social media affected the quality of music coming out? Certainly. Now, if it's for better or for worse, I don't know. That's not up to me to comment on. However, yeah, it absolutely has affected the output, the overall output, because now you have everything driven by whatever is hot right now, and you don't have an artist development that you had back in Phil's day with, even Def Leppard. Their first album and their fourth album, like first album and then Hysteria, wildly different albums, although it still sounds like Def Leppard. However, there is no development phase anymore for most artists. It's, I want the finished product right now, and social media, I think, does definitely drive and punctuate the development phase for artists. So if you're coming out with your first song, it better be the most polished, finished, developed thing ever. everything has become compressed. And I think that's basically the crux of what he's saying. I don't think he's being the old man yelling at clouds like some of the comments I've seen. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's just simply saying, social media, TikTok, and the YouTube crowd has definitely changed the level of quality of music that has come out. That might be true. However, it has also made discovering new music that much easier. And I think really the pool has simply expanded as well. I think that's a huge factor in what he's saying that maybe he did not take into consideration. The reach and the breadth of what you can access at any given time from the comfort of your couch is astounding and has never been greater. So I think that's also a factor, is we can simply see and find more music. And so it was always there. You just couldn't find it before, to some effect. That's my opinion. At any rate, what do you think? Has social media changed music for the better or for the worse? Specifically, tell me. Let's talk about it in the comments below. And with that, that was all my coffee thought for the day. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.